Hi, I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday morning, the 6th of February. James Spann, man, that fog is nasty. But once that burns off, a nice day today and then very changeable weather and a series of big rain events, we might have some flooding problems by early next week. Let's get in there and talk about it. We'll start with some of this fog early this morning. And I mean, it is nasty. That's the Tuscaloosa Skycam. I mean, we can barely see Lurleen B. Wallace Boulevard, which is right below that camera. I mean, visibilities are basically near zero in many spots. That's kind of a unique look at the fog. That's coming from the Gadsden Skycam, which is way up on the mountain, and you can see that very thick fog down in the valleys. And there's a look at the fog in downtown Clanton in Chilton County. Well, again, today we'll be okay once the fog burns off, but note the next shortwave clearly showing up over Texas. That brings rain in here after midnight tonight and tomorrow. And then a big upper trough will form in the west. That's the next weather maker for late this weekend and early next week. Temperatures this morning, well, look, this is a great example of why this is not a one-number place. I mean, we've got just about a 20-degree range here. Haleyville is at 31. The Shelby County Airport is at 50. So numbers are all over the board. There's our dense fog advisory, not only for our state, but most of the adjacent states, all the way to parts of North Texas and Oklahoma, because it's just nasty. Other than that, things are pretty quiet. Got some winter weather issues up in northern New England. In terms of severe weather, this is the day 2 outlook tomorrow. No risk. We don't expect any severe weather here. Low end 5% probabilities for the Florida Panhandle and far south Georgia and Mobile and Baldwin counties in Alabama. And this is the day 4 through 8 outlook, and there's no severe weather progged here. But there could be some risk early next week, as you'll see in modeling. And goodness, wow, look at the rain for the next 7 days. I mean, big-time rains if this is right. This is valid through Wednesday morning of next week. This is suggesting rain amounts of 5 to 8 inches here. Wow. And, of course, we'll explore that as we go. Let's look at modeling. This is the 06Z GFS, valid at noon today. There's the energy off to the west over Texas. But, again, today should be a pretty decent day once we get rid of this morning fog. And we should warm up pretty nicely today with temperatures hitting the mid-60s, maybe upper 60s in spots. The GFS is showing 68. But tomorrow, here comes the rain. I think the rain starts after midnight tonight, and then the rain ends from west to east tomorrow afternoon. It'll be about a quick 12-hour hit. Rain amounts of probably 1/2 inch for the north, 1 inch for the southern counties of the state. Don't think it'll be enough to cause any flooding. And again, we don't expect any severe weather, although a strong storm near the immediate Gulf Coast is certainly possible. Friday, we're in between systems. Now, look at that big, nasty-looking nor'easter thing just off the coast of New Jersey. That's going to be a close call for New York City and Boston for snow there. But here, Friday should be a pretty nice day. The sky becoming partly sunny with low 60s. And then Saturday, as we start the weekend, look at that big trough out in the west, and how that thing lifts out will determine what happens here with the rain. But Saturday looks just fine. Should be a nice day, and there might be some fog Saturday morning, kind of like this morning, but if we do have fog, once that burns off, a nice day, sunny with low 60s. The GFS is showing 61. This run coming in a little cooler than recent runs with a 1032 high that is over Ohio, and I think that's correct. In fact, areas north of Birmingham probably not getting out of the 50s on Saturday. All right, this is Sunday. Here comes our big system lifting out of the southwest. The surface low is near Omaha. The pressure there, 992 millibars. Showers and storms in the warm air advection pattern from Louisiana through Arkansas, Missouri. And we could clearly see some rain during the day Sunday, but the heavier rain should be west of here. So we'll mention a chance of developing showers during the day Sunday and becoming windy with a strong south wind. This is Sunday night at midnight. Heaviest rain over the northern third of the state. Monday at noon, the heavy rain axis shifts a little to the south, but Tuesday, it's still hanging in there. And that's the problem. You know, some runs have moved the rain out of here Tuesday. This run keeps it in here with a surface boundary that's stalled. And, you know, this might be the correct idea. And then finally, Wednesday of next week, the rain kicks out and we turn colder. The 540 thickness line coming down toward the shoals. And on Thursday of next week, Valentine's Day the 14th, it is cold and dry. This is the GFS depiction of rain between now and Wednesday of next week at noon. And it's in pretty good agreement with that inset look we showed you. Rain amounts of 3 to 4 inches, maybe 5 inches in spots. So look out for a big-time soaking, and we'll have to look out for some flooding issues early next week. And again, there could be some strong storms, but I get the idea that the flooding issue could be the biggest problem. All right, let's take a little deeper look into the month. This is the 18th. You know, this is where the model, the GFS, has been very persistent in the idea of winter mischief somewhere over the Mid-South, maybe the Deep South. Strong trough axis, and again, you can see that the potential for mischief is there. Now, this is 300 hours out. We all know that this doesn't mean anything, but the idea of something out there has been there. And on the 21st, we warm back up, and the next shortwave shows up off to the west over Texas. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. And if you can, watch us on ABC 3340 News this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.